Welcome, everyone, to our Resilient, Wild, and Unstoppable interview series. And today we get to really connect with Karen or is it Corinne? I didn't even try.
Carin. Carin is
Karen.
fine.
And she has some unique skills that are so beneficial for women and their radiant beauty that I really want you to listen to what she has to say. So I'm curious, Karen, how did you actually get started in this journey of really understanding how our face can shine even brighter as women?
Thank you, Kate. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I think it started for me when I was quite young. I did beauty therapy after high school. Then I went modeling. So it was always the outside, and the outside is part is your skin, right? What you're
Mhm.
wearing and how you look. So it was the appearance that always followed me most of my life. However, as I was getting older and I noticed my face, getting more and more lines, which is part of the normal aging progress, that I didn't like what I saw. And I thought, what can I do? And I think so many women have been here, they
Mhm.
kind of go through menopause. We know all the things that go with it.
Right.
In my case, I had a severe dermatitis. I lost my eyelashes. I lost my eyebrows. I've just lost so much what I had in my younger years, apart from the sleeping, not sleeping, and the sweating and everything else. And I've been running from doctor to doctor and everywhere and trying to. I'd even tried some fillers at that time, to make me look better, to make me feel better. And then I think I was probably in my early 50s when I discovered India. And I
Mm.
thought there was just so much healing for me to do on a spiritual journey. And I've always been into yoga and
Mhm.
mindfulness, but not to that extent. And there, I believe I discovered, that so much is within us, that the real true connection comes from within. And we cannot stop the aging process, but we can stop how we feel about it and what we think about it. And there was something, and then later on came lockdown. And I guess I was always one of these women that every 6 weeks I went to a beauty therapist and the newest things, what's out in the market. And I guess I've never spent so much on products, but on treatments and things like that. And then I thought, hang on a minute, the world stood still during COVID. And I was in Germany at the time on the fifth floor of my apartment. And I just came across face yoga. And
Wow.
first of all, I thought, what is that? How is that going to work? Is it just some woman pulling funny faces and it's just a gimmick? I didn't really take it that seriously at first. And then the more I looked into it, the more I realized, wow, there is really a connection.
Hmm.
Because, like in our body, we have around 58 muscles in our faces that are either over or underused. And we spend so much time when we concentrate not being aware of
Mhm.
what we tense and what for example, if you touch behind your jaw and that little indentation under your earlobe and just press it quite firm, and quite hard, you may feel some tension and some tightness. So they can be in the jaw area. Can you feel that? Can you feel that point?
I can feel the point.
Yeah. So if you press it
It's
quite
tender.
firm, and just in circular motion, you may feel a little bit of tension or tightness.
Hmm.
That's often is our emotions. Our emotions are, and that might not be for you, but for some women it could be around the eyes, about the eye area where we hold a lot of tension, or in the forehead. And face yoga is really there to just release the tension, but activate muscles that are weak. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's basically like a rubber band. When the muscles get loose,
Mm-hmm.
we've got nowhere to hold on to, and they get more and more saggy. So we can naturally lift and tighten some muscles over time. It's not instant, and it takes a long time, and it's soft. But the good news is around your face, the muscles are quite short. So within 5 to 10 minutes, you can achieve a lot. It's consistency, it's posture, and it's awareness. And really, it starts with the shoulders. Our face starts with our shoulders, the posture. So the more I got into it, the more it resonated with me, the more sense it made. And the more I thought, wow, this is really something I want to do for the rest of my life. And I want to help and teach women all over the world to do the same. So and then I did my body yoga certification. So I'm a certified yin yoga instructor, and with my program, that's part of it. But yeah, it's such a lovely natural thing to do. Together, of course, we know the basic is sleep and diet, and I talk about skincare and mindset. So everything is interconnected, and
Yeah,
everything I bring in, what I've learned and the knowledge I gained over the years.
absolutely. I mean, just hearing what you're saying about building the muscle in the face, I suddenly have this vision because you said it doesn't happen overnight. It's like, yeah, when I'm trying to build my arm muscles so they're like they look shapely and
Yes.
strong, it doesn't happen overnight either.
No. Nothing does naturally. It's over time. It's repetition, it's muscle memory, and it's consistency. But if you do that consistently and you're aware and you work on all the other things that may be missing, I mean, we're all different, right? And we all enjoy different things, but find something original, something that you, when you wake up in the morning, it just, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, something that fills your cup and does good. And as I say, the good thing about face yoga, you can do it first thing in the morning. It's like brushing your teeth while you put your moisturizer on. Do some lifting movements, do the right points, acupressure points, feel really your face, build a relationship with the face you have instead of criticizing and pointing, oh, there's another line, there's another thing. It's about gratitude, and it's about learning how to soften and accept. And with that, I truly believe that we radiate from the inside, and it doesn't matter how old a woman is and how many wrinkles she's got. If she's got that calmness, the mindset, the
Mhm.
self-care, the self-love, then it's just magic. It's
It is
empowering.
magic. So I'm curious with the studies that you've done with the face and the yoga and well, the face and the body yoga, is this something that you work with specific groups of women or people and do you do a mix of virtual versus in person or how does all that work?
It depends. If I'm doing both, so if people I'm based in New Zealand, Christchurch in the South Island, so people that I connect with here in Christchurch come to me and I can do it in person. Otherwise, it's on Zoom. And of course, during COVID, I've done all the recordings and everything on Zoom. So there's kind of no other way to connect, and it's absolutely possible to do that. So it's something, I demonstrate. Really, I do. We I always begin with a guided meditation, a few minutes. with an affirmation, because I so believe it's so important to arrive and to be grounded first and really feel into yourself. Especially I focus, obviously on the neck, on the face.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain parts of the face, and I don't do the whole lot, because otherwise there's overwhelm. If we go from, there's over 58 muscles, and although they're all interconnected, I don't want to confuse women too much. So I've got various programs. I mean, you can start very small with me on just one area and see if that's the right fit for you and if it's something that resonates, because we all know we only do things we enjoy and
Right.
we like and we understand. Otherwise, we kind of think, oh, no, I tried this. And then you end up with a whole lot and you never use it. And this is not my goal or my aim for you. My goal is that you like it so much and that you want to do that for the rest of your life. So that's just something that is really, really important to me.
Yeah.
Instead of, starting with my high ticket 6 weeks program, and then you do the 6 weeks and you kind of think, no, there's so there's a taster. I always do a 20-minute free discovery call, again, to see if about your expectations, about what you want to get out of it, if it's the right fit for you. And if not, that's absolutely fine. No hard feelings, because it doesn't bring me joy if you're not. I only want to connect with women that are really, open and want to learn. It's got to be the right fit because it's so personal. I've so far I've only been doing one-on-one, but I'm open to do some groups if it's the same area, if it's not too confusing, and we've got to keep the program structured.
Right. Right.
And so that's really how I do it. Yeah. And there are loads of tips, about other self-care things that I've learned over the years, because I spend every year in India. I do Ayurveda. I've been really passionate about learning more about women's health and well-being overall. So I'm listening to a lot of podcasts. I'm learning from doctors and scientists, and the importance of protein, for example. I've just learned, and I want to bring this in because I don't know if you knew that, we should have 30 grams of protein in the morning, 30 grams of fiber throughout the day, and 3 probiotic foods every single day. And not just for the muscle growth and the muscle, because we lose so much muscle as we age. It's also for our serotonin, dopamine, to feel and look better, sleep better, all of this overall well-being. So I thought that was really interesting. 30 grams of protein in the morning is a lot.
Well, yeah, having a lot of protein can be somewhat of a challenge. I've had to increase mine.
Yes.
30 grams of fiber, you don't find a whole lot of food with fiber in it. So that is you have to be very consciously aware of that one.
Yes.
And then, so protein, fiber, what was the third one you mentioned?
Probiotics. So
Oh,
it's like your
probiotics.
yogurt, Greek yogurt, kefir, but fiber is, for example, pears on the fruit have a lot of fiber, oats. So it thinks that it's all possible, and then include cottage cheese, which I never really been a big fan, but it's such a great source of protein. So in the morning, for example, now what I do with my oats and my Greek yogurt, I add with my fruit some cottage cheese, and then I actually quite like it. It's kind of quite nice with the fruit instead of just having it on bread or something like that. So there are little tricks and little
Mm-hmm.
things you can incorporate, and so you get your protein, you get your fibers, you get everything, and it's not hard.
Right.
So that's another part I'm doing, because, as I say, I truly believe it's from the inside out,
Mm-hmm.
and that we radiate and our skin glows. So that is the food we eat, that is how we sleep, that is how we feel, that is how we think. And yeah, so this is my goal, this is my passion.
Yes, yes. And It's funny that you bring up cottage cheese because I was having that conversation with somebody else as I was doing metaphysical health studies last week. And I've learned that, well, in my area, there's only one cottage cheese brand that is true, real food, doesn't have foreign chemicals in it.
Wow.
And so it's really
Interesting.
reading those labels
Yes,
to understand what's going into the body.
absolutely. Yes. Yeah. There is a lot. There's a lot to it. And but also I believe we've got to be careful that we kind of balance it all, because I know when we become so worried what's in everything, how much has it been sprayed, is it organic, is it natural? I mean, of course, the ideal world, we have it all out of the garden.
Right,
We grown our own things and stuff like that. But how many of us can do that? Have got the
right.
time and things like that? So, yeah, there is a balance. There is really, and if we worry too much about things, then we stress, right? We're worried about certain things, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of just balance it out.
One step at a time.
Absolutely, baby steps.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. This has been fabulous. Before we close, is there anything that I didn't ask that you actually want to share with our audience? Anything else?
No, thank you. Well, if people want to know more about face yoga, as I say, they can connect with me. It's a non-obligation. I'm so happy to meet women and chat, and maybe we can even collaborate or something like that. And just if it's the right fit. So no, I'm here, and I just love to share. That's
Sounds
all.
good. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Karen. And it has been a pleasure talking to you and learning from you. And I really appreciate you.
Thank you.